Right, okay, welcome back to another video, tutorial, however you want to put it. Welcome back to JWC Artwork. Nice to have you all. So in this one we're going to learn how to how to draw a head from basically any angle. Please note, I'm not teaching you how to draw one specific form of head. I'm going to teach you the basic methods that you need to learn to be able to draw any head, anytime, anywhere, at any angle you choose. So basically all you do is start off with a nice round ball. As you saw, I've gone over it multiple times before I even lay the pencil down. So what you do, you make the ball, you then chop off not half of it, but this will decide which angle you want to make it. So you chop off that side, you've basically made it that basically. What I've done as well is changed the background, and I'm going to go over it with pen. That way you can see it a little better. One mistake I did make is going around the whole thing here. So as you can see, I go over the ball, so that's one thing. That's what I prefer to do is in these sort of videos is make make the drawing out of pencil and then use the pen, because personally it's just easier to see all the main structured outlines. That way you're not constantly going, oh, I've screwed up that bit, oh, you've screwed up this bit. It's just a lot easier to set up your drawings. Once you've finished the ball and the little side bits, head chop off thingamabob, that's where you'd put your ear as well. You then attach the jaw on. The jaw is just basically a nice structured box, if you will. You can make it out of a box, but as you can see, it's pretty easy to just attach onto there. Once you've finished with that bit, just go over it with a pen again. But of course, if you're doing just a rough sketch, don't bother with the pens. Not really that much of a bother. So as you can see, I go over it with the pen. The next bit you'd want to do is roughly make your neck, add some eyes, draw the basic outline for the eyes. But as you can see, we've made this head so it's looking at a slight angle. So what we'll do is we'll add in some lines for where our eyes, nose and mouth would go. Currently you can see where the ear would go as well, on that nice little slide choppy off plane-amabob. I don't really have a good word for it, sorry, I'm a little ill. We then add in a nice little line down the front and centre bit to show the direction that the head would be facing. One mistake I did make is I added that other line up just a little too high. As you can see, they're made into nice little plain surface areas. That way you can see easily and just how easy it is to draw that head. You can do that for any method you wish on any head. This method is called the Loomis method, not Luminous, the Loomis method. It is personally one of my favourites. So what we'll be doing in this next bit here, if it will load, is we're going to use a proper circle. So I've just used some masking tape and just gone around it with my pencil. I do go over this one with some pen, and I do go into more detail on the face. Personally, the details on the face have always been something I've struggled with, and I've never enjoyed drawing faces or heads or anything to do with that. I enjoy drawing animals, personally. So we'll do the same thing again here, is just make a nice little line, but for this one I've been a little more accurate and used a ruler. So as you can see, make it just so everything's equal, learn all the equal bits for it, and then that makes your life so much easier to just mark out where you're going to chop off certain parts of the head, certain parts of the sides, the ears, where you're going to put everything. So as you saw in the first one, you make the lines down the straight, lines down the side. So this head will be looking directly towards us. So we chop off both sides for this one. So I start off with the right hand side. Yeah, that's the right hand side. Well, you could call it the left if you were the head itself, but we're not. So as you can see, as we go more into it, you'll see how it becomes the form and shape of a head. What I should have done is not go into detail for the head and just done a few methods. I'll put out another video if you want about how to draw these, how to just quickly do the rough sketches of these heads without going into detail. because for me personally, I hate details on faces. They drive me absolutely flipping insane. Hate it so much. But I enjoy drawing faces, I enjoy drawing heads. That is the problem. So, like I said, I go around with it with a pencil, and then I do go over it with a pen again. The advantage for me doing that is it just makes my life a little easier to see exactly where I want to put my outlines, the structure of the head, the form. So as you can see, we've still got the ball, and if you look past the ball, you can see we have that outline of a face and a head. So we go over it with a pen. The advantage for me with the pen, once again, is when you do rough sketches with a pencil, you end up with a lot of these just random, fraggly, scratchy lines. But when you go over it with a pen, you end up with just a nice, simple, all equal line. That's the main bit that I enjoy from it. So as you can see, we just rub it out, and we have a simple form of a head. One thing I did forget to do here is add in all the structure lines, but I wouldn't call it forget. The main reason I did that was because I decided I did want to go into more detail with it. Now, once again, I'm not that good at the details in the heads and the faces, but I decided to do it. Personally, I do prefer working in graphite and pencil a lot more than I do for pen, because I can't work in pen that often or very well. So what we'll do again here is we're going to use the ruler. We make one line down the straight and 2 lines on the side. Why it's not doing it, I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. So, ruler, pencil, 1 straight line, and then we add in where we want to put the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. I did add my mouth just a little too high here, but it is completely up to you as for where you want to put all your facial features. Easy peasy. That's about that bit done. And once you finish that bit, you can draw a head from any angle, any shape you want, however quickly you want to do it. This next bit, you can stick around if you want, or you can leave here, but I'm just going into more detail. So this is a little faster. It's basically repeating exactly what we've just done, but I expand on it and go into more detail for facial features. And I'll talk you through my exact mistakes for that, which I do definitely regret. So, as you can see, we just make out our line, the ball, the head, the shape, everything like that. Then we just shape out our nice outlines for where we want the head to be exactly. As you can see, we just erase it again. But it's very, very simple to draw a head. Drawing a face is slightly more challenging because you do have to go into details, but just drawing a head is simple. You don't even need to work from reference. I do advise you work from reference on certain points and certain parts, different heads, because that way you learn how the head's constructed, the different lines of the head, but I definitely suggest using the Loomis method 100%, because it is just so much easier to learn to use. So as you can see, I just do the ears. I was about to call them eyes. I'm sorry, I'm very out of it today. That's basically it for how to draw the head. But as you can see, it is simple. It is very, very easy to draw a head. I've made a mistake there as well. Sorry, I'm my preferred method is definitely graphite, because I can work in details. But as I was working in pen, I wanted to try working in pen. I do enjoy working in different mediums, but my preferred medium is always graphite, and has always been graphite. It's just so much easier for me to work in, but I haven't been really paying attention for the details and was just doing some rough sketching for it, not really bothered or worrying about it too much, as you can clearly see, because the whole drawing is pretty crap. That's about it for everything, in short. I mean, there's not much more I could advise you on how to draw. head. Except if you are doing quick sketches, work from a reference, learn how the head's constructed, always use the Loomis method, and be a lot better than I am at drawing hair. Because this hair is the worst hair you will ever see in your entire life. It is just god-awful. Absolutely crap. So once I finished that, I just went over the whole thing with pen, and then just stopped at that. But it just ended up. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.